Okay, so these people see you as someone that is very, very strong, has a lot of strength, and has overcome a lot of hardship. In the past, they did not see you as someone that was very strong, someone that had a backbone, someone that could defend themselves and stick up for themselves. But now they see you as somebody that they cannot try, somebody that they can't mess with. They see you as somebody that is standing in their power. They see you as somebody that knows who they are, knows their worth, knows what they will and will not allow, and what they will and will not tolerate. They know that you are stronger emotionally now, and that they cannot just manipulate your energy and manipulate your emotions, manipulate your mood. They can't come in here and like try to just bait you into something just to, or to control your emotions in a way to get you to either act out of character or to affect your mood in such a way where they are killing your joy, or you're happy and now you're feeling sad, or you were feeling good about yourself, you're feeling empowered, now you're feeling disempowered, or you were feeling confident, then they wanted to make you feel insecure. That is done. That is over with. They can no longer make you feel that way because you are too damn strong now. You're also very mentally strong. So all of the gaslighting is not going to work anymore. Them trying to project and deflect, you see right through it because that's all they did. You see it now and you know it like clockwork. Exactly. So what's happening is now they know they can't mess with you. They know that you are not someone that's to be trifled with. They know that you are not somebody that they can try to play mind games with. They know that you are not somebody that they can try to deceive anymore because you don't fall for the deception. You don't fall for the manipulation. You see it for what it is and you call it out. And because you weren't doing this before, you were just sitting back and allowing it to happen. That's why they persisted. But now that you are no longer in that energy, you're not allowing anybody to walk all over you, they know that you are way too strong for them. You see, they took your kindness and your softness and your meekness, they took that for a weakness without even knowing that whole time you were a warrior and you were just holding back your power. And they tried you one too many times. You could have, you spared them on more than one occasion until eventually you got fed up and realized that you couldn't do this anymore. But them, how are they feeling? They feel like they really took a loss here. Like they realized all of that pain that they put you through just wasn't worth it because they lost something here. They could have had something great and valuable. They had something to gain, but they lost it because of the energy that they put into it. But they did this to themselves. They are the ones that fumbled. They are the ones that messed up. They are the ones that burned the bridge. And now these people are basically feeling as if they're stuck. Okay, they're feeling like they are stuck in this situation, that they feel like they can't move forward. And what they want is clarity. But the thing is they're pretty much trying to pretend that everything is fine when they know that they are hurt. They're numb to their feelings. They know that there's a lot on their mind. They know that there's a lot that's weighing heavy on them because of this whole entire situation. And all they want is clarity. But in order for them to find clarity, then they have to look at this from a different perspective. They have to allow themselves to look at the parts that they contributed into the situation. And if they want to, this cycle has not ended in their life just yet, and this is exactly why they are having a lot of sleepless nights, why they're very stressed out and worried. And it's because they have to be the ones to take action in order to complete this cycle. They have to take action on themselves. They basically have to stop being so defensive and deflecting anytime someone is confronting them on something that they exactly have done. Anytime someone brings to their attention, you've done this wrong, this is how you made me feel, they get so defensive and they don't even want to listen to what you have to say. They deflect and they just dismiss everything that you're saying, dismiss everything that they have done, dismiss your feelings and validate, gaslight, and it's just ridiculous, and it's very immature energy. And because they are not being mature in this situation, because they are not bold enough, man enough, or woman enough to sit in what they did, sit in the hot seat. Look at this. They need to sit in the hot seat. King of Wands reverse. They need to be able to sit in the hot seat and be like, yeah, man, like, I messed up. Yes, I messed up. People would respect them a whole lot more if they was just honest and real and just say, yeah, I messed up, I did this, I was wrong. But instead they want to lie, they want to be deceptive, they want to be manipulative, they don't want to take accountability. And that's the issue, and that's exactly why they are not moving into calmer waters. Their mind has not cleared, their conscience has not cleared yet. Their mind is not at ease, their mind is not at peace, because they constantly at war with themselves, because they lie to themselves. If they lie to themselves, they at war with their own mind. They don't even have peace because their ego does not want to face the truth. Their ego is doing so much to protect themselves that their soul is suffering. Let me say that again. Their ego is doing so much to protect itself that their soul is suffering. But if they want to have their world change, because so many opportunities can come for them, they have to put in the work to change. They have to face the mirror, face themselves in the mirror, face the music. So you are dealing with some very toxic energy. You are dealing with narcissistic energy. Okay, you are dealing with people that you definitely were dealing with narcissists here. Okay, because there's no other logical explanation as to why these people were so cold and calculated on how horrible they were to you. But the truth and the reality of what was going on with them behind closed doors, behind the scenes that they didn't show, the reason as to why these people's energy was so toxic and why they became narcissists is because they are carrying a lot of heavy burdens. A lot of heavy burdens from their childhood. They have a lot of childhood trauma. A lot of these heavy burdens and wounds, they carried with them, and they didn't heal them. They didn't let them go. So when they came into your life, because of all of the pain that they were carrying, all they did was throw their pain on other people because it was too much for them to carry. You see all these wands she's carrying and how she's trying to move forward, but it's a struggle. And because she's struggling and she's frustrated that she's struggling, it's like throwing those wands on other people, just throwing all of this pain onto others. And that's exactly what they did to you. They were unhealed. They did not put in the work. They did not do what they could to help themselves emotionally. So all they did was project that pain. Because 10 of Wands, all of this pain that they're carrying, this is literally the epitome of hurt people hurt people. However, people that hurt others, it's a choice for them to hurt somebody else. Yes, we can understand it, but we have to also, at the same exact time, the other truth can also exist simultaneously, that they chose to be hurtful. They chose to be mean. They chose to abuse when they could have chose to love. They chose hatred when they could have chosen love. Regardless if they were hurt or not, they still chose hatred. They did have a lot of inner child wounds, things that they hadn't really dealt with. And it's these shadows that grew over time. And they had no idea that the impulses was coming from these shadows from their inner child that just wants to be seen, wants to be heard, wants to be loved, wants to be cared for. But when that bratty little child comes up and they throw tantrums and it causes them to act in such a childish way, it's because that shadow took over. But those shadows just came from their inner child. Their inner child is hurt and was so neglected for so long, they became this shadow, this monster. And it's because they felt that they weren't valuable. They didn't feel like they had much to offer. They didn't feel like they were enough. They didn't feel like they were worthy enough. They just were so closed off, so guarded, didn't want to receive love, didn't want to be open, didn't want to be vulnerable. They were just so afraid to be open. They just did not feel worthy. They didn't feel worthy, that they lacked a lot of self-esteem, lacked self-confidence. And the thing is, these people were very, very indecisive about you. It's like they didn't know if they wanted to be for you or if they wanted to be against you. They didn't know if they wanted to see the good in you or if they wanted to see the bad in you that they projected and perceived in their mind based off of their own ego. They were very, very indecisive. It's like their ego wanted to hate you, but their soul wanted to give you a chance. Part of their soul wanted to be cool with you, wanted to love you, wanted to be just in your good graces, a part of your circle. They wanted to be close with you, but their ego kept getting in the way. Their ego was getting in the way. And let me tell you, they saw you as someone that was this star. They saw you, sorry, with the naked, they saw you as someone that was with this star quality, someone that had this very bright light about you, someone that just was so giving, just so loving, pouring their energy into others, pouring their energy into everyone. They saw you as someone that was very pure, someone that was very innocent in a way. They saw you as someone that just had a very just good heart. They saw you as someone that just had this light about you that was different, that was rare. They saw a bright light about you. And they saw this, but they could tell that you didn't even see it within yourself. They also saw you as someone that was very powerful, someone that was very confident, someone that just had a lot of drive, strength, determination. They saw you, they saw you as someone that just had so much power, but you were not fully standing in your power. They saw you as someone, it's like, okay, this is what I'm hearing. It's like, they basically like, this person's so raw, they don't even realize how raw they are. This person's so dope, they don't even realize how dope they are. This person is so fine, and they don't even realize how fine they are. And it's pissing me off because they don't even realize how amazing they are. And because of that, this is why they decided to deceive you. They decided to basically manipulate you and get you to not see yourself in the light that they saw you in. That's why they were so deceptive. That's why they lied on you. That's why they tried to paint this picture of you as something that they were not. They were very, very sneaky, talking about you behind your back, making up all these lies and rumors that they know was not even true, because they saw you as somebody that was well polished, well put together, independent. And they knew that they couldn't compare to you. They felt like they weren't as fly as you. They just felt like they just weren't on the same level as you. That's why they always felt so intimidated being in your presence, because they just felt like you just outshined them when you wasn't even trying to. But you know what? You are coming out of this whole situation victorious with the Six of Wands here. You are coming out on top in this situation, and the way that you see yourself in this situation is you see yourself as a totally different person than who you were when you were dealing with them. You see yourself as much more confident, much more courageous, much more secure within yourself, much more stable. You see yourself much stronger than where you were before. You see yourself as much more outspoken, someone that will speak up for themselves. You see yourself as somebody that is not afraid to be themselves. You see yourself as somebody that is authentic. You see yourself as somebody that's like, you know what, I will be seen, I will be heard, I will be seen, and I will be heard. I am the head, not the tail. You know who you are now. You know your worth. You know that you are powerful. You know that you have a strong light about you. You know that you have a very pure heart. You know that you have a very good soul. You know you have a very powerful soul. And you know that because of the spirit you carry is so strong, it's anointed. You know that's why all of this stuff happened to you. That's why all of this came against you. So you can be victorious out here, overcoming from... It's like you overcame so much, and it's like this is your testimony. You don't look like what you've been through. And people seeing you in this bright light had no idea of the darkness that you had to endure and conquer and survive and get through to get to this place that you are now. And you know that this confidence, this version of you, you did not even expect yourself to get. Cannot get an amen. You didn't even think you would get to this point, but here you are. And you see this situation that you went through as something, you know what? Let me go ahead and profit off of my pain. Let me go ahead and utilize this pain, alchemize it into power, turn it into something creative, turn it into something that I can profit off of. Turn it into something that I can make useful. Turn it into something productive. Productivity creates profit. Productivity creates profit. Productivity breeds profit. And you are looking at the situation because it has made you stronger. You are seeing that this is a strong this has solidified you into who you are. This whole situation that you surviving it solidified yourself. It helped you become more grounded. It helped you realize how strong you are, how independent you are, how just secure you are within yourself, how you can be this person that is your own provider, your own protector. You see that you can be very, very successful despite what you have been through because of all of this pain that you want to alchemize. and you know that you want to walk away from these people, and you see yourself in just having a strong foundation